Hi there, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to the untitled series of The Joy of Painting. Now, my soul has been conceived into a stuffed animal, so we're going to do it that way. For those of you who are starting for the first time, I suggest you should paint along with me, but if you've been here before, glad you could join me today. So, we're going to start off with our purely white canvas that hasn't been painted with liquid white yet, so we're going to get that started right now. What was that? Excuse me for 1 second, folks. Someone must be trespassing in our lovely studio right here, so I'll be right back. Now, what is going on in here? Hey, what are you doing? Hey now. You don't know what you're doing.
Shut up! I'm replacing you! I can't believe it worked. Ooh, I have the whole stage to myself.
I just set up my costume and, Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. I had to, stop a wasp from coming into the window of my studio and invading my painting process. So, as you can see, we're gonna start things off with... You know what? Landscapes are overrated. Let's do something different. So we're gonna grab ourselves a small wide brush, and we're gonna mix ourselves some Indian yellow, like that's on the canvas right there, and then grab ourselves some gold. I have no idea. And yeah, we're gonna start ourselves with a lovely sandy area right there. And I don't know if I'm gonna paint the entire thing, but this is a good start so far.
Hey, Bob?
Yeah?
Aren't you supposed to be covering the canvas with liquid white?
Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do first.
Yeah, I could get another canvas.
Sorry about that, folks, but we're gonna do without it today.
But that's what makes the colors blend.
Shut up. Alright, so this is our sandy landscape. Usually, I don't like sand. It gets everywhere and stuff, especially in your shoes. But I've always wanted to live in a tropical area, like the oasis and such, so making this area entirely out of sand definitely makes a lot of sense. So now we're gonna just like wash our brush off, as we typically do when we're done with it. And then just beat the devil out of it, for sure. Saying that kind of makes me a little offended, so we're just gonna move on and grab ourselves a lovely brush that I have no idea what it's called, but I really don't care. And then we're gonna make ourselves some nice clouds. Grab ourselves some pressure blue and do whatever makes you happy. Just no pressure, just make yourselves a lovely circle. Just like this one. Doesn't matter how you make it. As long as it's a circle, it's perfectly fine. You know, when I was a little kid, I always used to love painting. I barely do it as often now, but... So I'm just coming back to my little motivation that I had with the entire show. I've always loved the show. It's like my kids. We're gonna give this frickin' cloud a happy face. That looks beautiful. Am I right? So next, we're gonna grab ourselves the same exact brush, and then we're gonna make ourselves a lovely mansion of mine. My dream house, kind of like Barbie's, but much better. So we're gonna draw our mansion right there.
It's paint, Bob.
I know. And this is gonna be the exact model as I expect it to be. With a lovely door to cap things off. And this... So after we're done with our brush drying, we're gonna grab ourselves some pressure blue and add some lovely windows, like this. It's gonna be a billion-store mansion, just as I dreamed it to be. It's gonna cost over $1 billion to buy, and I'm gonna get $1 billion back just for doing some gambling. When I started this whole geek, I had a lovely friend in the 70s called Deadpool, and he was gonna steal my idea first. But then, after I made the show and he made his second teaser trailer for his upcoming sequel, that pissed me off. So Next time, if I see Deadpool, I'm gonna rip his arms off, snap his brush in half. Okay, I don't really want to do that. Alright, positive, positive. Next, we're gonna make ourselves some happy trees right there. Some lovely, lovely trees that are sorely gonna be chopped down in the next 5,000 years because I can't afford all of them. And trees mean nothing to our planet, along with some nice bushes. Sort of just like blending it in with the sand a little bit, but that's perfectly normal. And there's another happy tree. We're gonna give him a little friend, a nice friend that will keep him company and make him talk about memes for a living. Ah, look at these lovely trees. This painting's gonna look so beautiful in the moment. Next, we're gonna make ourselves a fireplace. So what we're gonna do is just grab some, I still don't know what it's called, but I assume it's gold. Yes, we're gonna burn the forest down. Sorry to say that, folks. This brush is really terrible. It looks like a mop. And I hate cleaning. We're gonna draw ourselves lovely fire. It's a lovely fireplace for our stupid but lovely campfire.
Stop saying draw, it's paint.
It kind of looks like Jell-O the more I think about it. Don't you think so? Speaking of Jell-O, I wonder what this tastes like. It's probably gonna taste like poop. Paint always tastes like poop, kids, because poop is funny. Alright, so this painting looks very good so far. So, with our dry, in quotes, because these paintbrushes are really cheap, we're gonna like drag them all the way down. Drag our lovely paintbrushes down just to blend the scene a little bit, just to make the scene 12 times better than it originally is. It's not perfect, but making mistakes, we don't call it that. We call them happy accidents in this country. This is what I like to call filling in the terrain. Just like that, just the way I intend it to be. Next, you grab your dried paintbrush, and then you grab yourselves a little bit of black. Why black, you may ask? None of your business. Next, we're gonna draw myself, actually.
Paint?
We're doing a little self-portrait today. Rather than a stupid canvas, which is complicated to do. And if I ever do that again, I'm gonna freaking just... We're gonna give our lovely character right here some very big, strong arms. That way he gets some girls. And we're just gonna give him a really nice round body there with a couple legs. He doesn't have the strongest legs in the world, but that's nothing to be ashamed about, really. It's all a part of him like not being healthy like me. So we're gonna give him some really nice like muscles right there. You know, if I were into people like him, I'd definitely kiss those muscles. Yeah. Next, kids, we're gonna add some titanium white and give ourselves a little bow tie. Like this. Next, we're gonna give our little character some really wide cartoony clubs. You know, back then, I used to think of drawing cartoons, but then I just came to this, and I was like, screw the toons. So since that glove is gray and this one's kind of white, that makes some contrast right there. The gray gloves right there make some lovely contrast right there, and that is the appreciation of art, because the rest of the canvas itself is pearly white, and making this not blend in is a pretty perfect idea, and I kind of just made a little oopsie right there. Happy accident. Whatever. Next, we're gonna give ourselves a little face for our character. Now remember, this is your world, so you're gonna have to do it the way you want to vision it. And I'm doing it the way I want to vision it too. Wow, this is the worst paint ever.
No, stupid, you just forgot to put the liquid white on it.
Just. Happy accidents. Happy accident. I'm not perfect, neither are you. I may seem like that in the older television days, but that is kind of a lie, personally.
Are you sure about that?
Next things next, we're gonna give him some details for the face. Like this amazing and beautiful smile, along with some shades right there, and yeah, this looks spectacular so far. So far, so good. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is paint our character a little friend. And our friend right there is gonna be burning like a corpse. It's gonna be burning in flames, and I'm gonna give him a little name. His name is Huggy Wuggy. And you know what he did? I lent him like $10, and for the last 10 years, he never gave them back. So he stole my money, and that's the reason why he's burning. Sorry about that, folks, for freaking out right there, but let's move on. So, we're gonna grab ourselves a fan brush right there and just have money rain from the sky. Folks out there says that money comes from trees, but I honestly don't buy it. Money comes from the sky on this really beautiful rain cloud right there. And you know what? I took that money and I used it for my rent. It was beautiful. Using all that money to pay for rent, absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna add some money in the background right there, just as a little distance and some contrast too. That's gonna be so amazingly spectacular. And the funny thing is that I used all that money for charity. Sure, I may look a little selfish on the outside, but I used it on the Children's Charity Center. And I just made a little mistake around here and there, and what the hell, happy accidents. Would you just look at that? I'd say this is a really beautiful painting. There's me, the raining clouds of money, my $12 billion two-story foot mansion, and there's Huggy Wuggy burning into a crisp, with all the happy little trees watching and partying. Also, I should add a little boombox just right there. Just a nice little boombox. It's making a bunch of songs. Gorgeous. So to finish things off, we're gonna draw ourselves a little sun and a signature right down there. So we're gonna grab ourselves some yellow and that is the exact opposite of yellow, so we're gonna use a different brush. We're gonna use the fan brush for our lovely yellow. This is the opposite of yellow. Where is yellow? There's no yellow left. You know, kids, yellow was my favorite color, and now it's ruined. So we're gonna use stupid gold instead. Now he looks better than this one. Usually I don't like the sun being outside for too long because it hurts my eyes. And no, I'm not gonna wear sunglasses because that's distracting too. And I usually like cloudy days. This cloud is a perfect resemblance of my favorite kind of weather. Oh, and also, we're gonna add the beautiful moon. Just a really nice crescent-shaped moon. You know, kind of like the DreamWorks moon too. See, there's the little fisher boy. And he's gonna fish for some money, but his fishing rod is way too small and he's way too poor, so he'll never get that money back. Personally, my favorite DreamWorks film is Ants. Yeah, that's a pretty hot take, but at the same time, Ants is a very unique start for an animation studio. Sure, the animation looked like poop, but at the same time, the story is decent and the characters are decent too. And the rest of DreamWorks films are terrible. Sorry about that, folks. Shrek 2 and The Prince of Egypt are garbage, and all those franchises they make, ugh, putrid. Now, children, that is a disaster. A masterpiece. So we're gonna end things off by signing my little name on there. There. Just the most beautiful signature ever, and a perfect symbolism of my entire life. This painting looks like crap. I give up. I'll just let real Bob out of the closet. And I'm not Bob, I'm Bendy, but... I can't believe I signed up to this stupid crap. What was I thinking? Oh, good. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. I thought I was gonna die in that closet. Why would someone ever lock me inside there. What were they thinking? I am terribly sorry about that, folks, but as I was saying, we're gonna grab ourselves some... What happened to the paint palette? What is that? What even is that? That's a painting unlike anything I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, cloudy with a chance of cash and a house, is it? I think he said a mansion, but it looks like a house. And a campfire with someone burning. Oh, Jesus. The sun and moon? Hey, who's that? Hey, why does that message say kill me? What even is this atrocity? It's actually very good. A very good start, indeed. Art always starts with the basics, and that's the beauty of it. Now, I don't always expect you to paint beautiful landscapes like I do. If this is what he wants for his world, this is it. And I gotta say, this looks extraordinary. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a break from painting for a while, like a really long time. This is kind of stressful. So, if your painting turns out like this, don't worry about it. You could paint landscapes with me, like, next week or so. So, happy painting, and God bless you all.
Oh, jeez, mine looks nothing compared to his. What the hell.